Hey friends, Kathy Powell here from Maryland Home Life Team and Real Broker. Have you ever thought about buying a foreclosure? My husband and I did just that when we bought our second home. We thought we were being smart, but in reality, we made some of the biggest mistakes you can make when buying a home, particularly when buying a bank-owned or foreclosed home. Follow along and I'll give you the skinny on what we did right and what we did wrong and how you can do things better. It all started with a flyer in the mail. And this was before I became a real estate agent. Joe and I lucked out when we got our first place in Parkville. We loved our agent. Cindy was an experienced realtor. She was a friend of mine. She truly cared about us, guiding us every step of the way and just making the whole process feel easy. Most importantly, she was knowledgeable, and I knew people who had used her. When we started thinking about buying our second home, we needed to move north to Harford County. Cindy wasn't able to help us. She didn't sell in the area, and we weren't familiar with the market as well, so we had to find someone new. So how do we pick our second agent? Well, we got a flyer in the mail and just called the number. That was mistake number one. We didn't interview multiple agents. We didn't ask for references. And honestly, we didn't even know what we should ask. We just assumed that because he showed up in a fancy car, spoke with confidence, that we'd have the same experience that we had with Cindy. Back then, Google was still new. You couldn't easily research agents like you can today. But even now, with all the information available, buyers still make the same mistakes we did, choosing an agent based on surface level impressions rather than actual qualifications. Now, I'm not saying you should avoid agents who send mailers. Some fantastic agents use them, but you have to vet them properly. Look beyond online reviews. A lack of reviews doesn't always mean an agent isn't great. Satisfied clients don't always leave feedback, but negative reviews, those tell the story. Look for patterns like they didn't call, they didn't return calls, couldn't get a hold of them. Know what you need in an agent. Are they experienced in your area? Do they have a strong track record with buyers like you? Pay attention to that first interview. Are they listening more than they're talking? Do they understand your needs? Do they seem genuinely interested in helping you? Are they asking engaging questions? Are they clear when they respond? Do you understand what they're saying? Or do they take time to make sure that you understand? Or are they just beating around the bush? How things start usually is how they end. If you don't feel valued from the beginning, that's a big red flag. So before you hire an agent, whether through a mailer, friend's referral, or an online search, make sure that they're the right fit for you. Do your homework. It could make or break your buying experience. So, have you ever hired someone and regretted it later? Tell me your story in the comments. I love to hear what happened. And watch out for our next episode. I'll tell you what happened when we put our house on the market, because that's when things got messy. So hit the subscribe button below and don't miss it. See you soon.